The Tampa Bay Buccaneers preseason finale took a dramatic turn when rookie safety Shilo Sanders was ejected, sparking instant controversy and heated debate. Fans and analysts alike were stunned as the incident unfolded in the second half against the Buffalo Bills. The call came after a borderline hit that officials deemed unnecessary roughness, but replays left plenty of room for interpretation. Sanders, son of Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, had been making waves during camp, but this ejection may complicate his path to the final roster. Was it a fair call or an overreaction? Buccaneers Nation is demanding answers as the season nears. Tempers flared late in the fourth quarter of the Buccaneers vs. Bills preseason finale when rookie safety Shilo Sanders was ejected following a heated clash with tight end Zach Davidson. The 6 feet 7 inches, 251-pound Davidson delivered an aggressive block, driving Sanders well past the whistle. What happened next ignited a storm of controversy. Sanders retaliated, leading officials to immediately eject him for unsportsmanlike conduct. But fans are split. Was it a just decision, or did emotions simply boil over? As the son of NFL legend Deion Sanders, all eyes are on Shilo's response. Will this moment define his preseason or fuel his comeback? A wild scene erupted in the fourth quarter of the Buccaneers vs. Bills preseason finale when rookie safety Shilo Sanders was ejected after a tense altercation with Buffalo tight end Zach Davidson. The moment boiled over after Davidson, standing at 6 feet 7 inches and 251 pounds, aggressively blocked Sanders through the whistle. What seemed like a standard preseason scuffle quickly escalated as words and shoves were exchanged. Then right in front of an official, Sanders slapped Davidson's helmet, drawing an immediate flag and automatic ejection. The incident sent shockwaves through Raymond James Stadium and sparked debate across social media. Was Sanders simply defending himself, or did he cross the line in a critical preseason audition? With his famous last name and rising spotlight, Shilo Sanders' every move is under scrutiny. While his physicality and edge have impressed throughout camp, this emotional outburst could complicate his chances of making the Buccaneers' final roster. For Tampa Bay, it's a reminder of how quickly tempers can alter the tone of a game and a career. As the regular season approaches, fans and coaches alike will be watching closely to see how Sanders responds, and whether this flashpoint becomes a setback or a turning point. As Sanders walked off, Davidson added fuel to the fire by mocking him with a too small gesture while arguing his case to the referees. The display drew mixed reactions from fans, with some calling it unsportsmanlike and others praising Davidson's composure. For Sanders, the moment couldn't have come at a worse time. Fighting for a final roster spot and carrying the weight of his father Deion Sanders' legendary name, Shilo's ejection may raise red flags for coaches evaluating his discipline and poise under pressure. Still, his aggressive play and passion can't be ignored. As controversy swirls, one question remains. Will this incident define Sanders' preseason narrative or serve as a learning moment on the road to a breakout NFL career? Tampa Bay fans are watching every move. Tensions reached a boiling point in the Buccaneers vs. Bills preseason finale when rookie safety Shilo Sanders was ejected after a heated exchange with tight end Zach Davidson. What initially appeared to be an emotional overreaction by Sanders took a new turn after replays revealed Davidson had his fingers inside Sanders' face mask during the aggressive block. The dangerous move, often seen as a major safety concern, likely triggered Sanders' instinctive slap to Davidson's helmet, an act that drew an immediate flag and ejection for unnecessary roughness. Adding insult to injury, Davidson mocked Sanders with a too small gesture as he pleaded his case to officials, further igniting debate among fans and analysts. Was Sanders simply defending himself in the face of a dirty play, or did he let emotions get the best of him? With a high-profile name and a growing spotlight, Shilo Sanders' response to this moment will be critical. While his fiery demeanor shows intensity, NFL coaches demand control under pressure. As the regular season looms, the incident raises questions not just about officiating, but about fairness, intent, and how close preseason tempers can come to defining a player's future. This story is far from over. In a league where discipline often separates the roster locks from the bubble players, Shilo Sanders' decision to retaliate may have cost him dearly. Despite replays showing Zach Davidson had his fingers inside Sanders' face mask, the rookie's response, a slap to the helmet in full view of an official, resulted in an immediate ejection for unnecessary roughness. It was a moment fueled by emotion, but one that NFL decision makers may view as a damaging lapse in judgment. The timing couldn't have been worse. Sanders, an undrafted rookie fighting for a spot on the 53-man roster, was listed as a third-string safety entering the preseason finale. This was his final shot to make an impression, and instead it ended on the worst terms possible. While his passion and physicality have turned heads during training camp, NFL coaches value control just as much as aggression. Now, with cut day looming, Sanders must hope his body of work outweighs a single mistake. For a player with a famous last name and everything to prove, this incident could either be a brief footnote or a defining moment in his NFL journey. The next few days will be telling. Shilo Sanders' ejection in the Buccaneers preseason finale has cast a shadow over what was supposed to be his breakout moment. Despite flashes of promise throughout camp, his decision to retaliate during a heated exchange with Bills tight end Zach Davidson, who had his fingers inside Sanders' face mask, led to an unnecessary roughness penalty and immediate ejection. Though some argue the reaction was provoked, in the NFL, retaliation often carries a heavier price than the initial offense. Now, with roster cuts looming, the spotlight on Sanders grows even more intense. As the son of Hall of Famer Deion Sanders and brother of rising college star Shilo Sanders, expectations have followed him every step of the way. But in a league where undrafted rookies must outwork, outsmart, and outdiscipline the competition, this moment raises serious doubts about his NFL future. While his name opens doors, it's his performance and poise that will determine if he stays in the league. With just days left before final decisions are made, Sanders faces the biggest test of his young career, proving that one mistake won't define his NFL journey.